Yeah. Temba, you said after the Netherlands game that you needed to allow the hurt to seep in. How has the seepage process progressed in the last few days?
Yeah, I do think it's progressed. We've had hard conversations as a team, obviously looking at our performances and where things went bad for us, from a batting, bowling, even from a fielding point of view. We put that behind us. We obviously got the challenge of England starting, and we are, I guess, preparation in getting ourselves in the right mental state, physically as well, to play our best cricket there.
Hey, Temba, just to follow on from that, what did you guys do in the days, I mean, it hasn't been many days, but in the time that you've had since the Dutch game?
What did we do? Well, got to Mumbai, explored a little bit of Mumbai. Obviously spoken about the game from, like I said, from a skills department point of view, what exactly that we need to get better. I think we also acknowledged the fact that in the last couple of months we played a lot of good cricket, so I think it's not to overlook that and allow one blip, I would say, in our game to override everything that we've done, and still keep the confidence in everything that we are doing. I think it's easy to second guess yourselves, second guess your processes and your game. So it's not to forget all the good work that we've done.
Does the fact that England are coming into this game on the back of a surprise loss as well, do you feel that you're sort of starting level, that neither side's got that much of an advantage in that sense?
You could probably say so. I think both teams will obviously be looking to eradicate that, to deal with whatever issues that they had. I think both teams will be looking to play their best cricket, and I think it could be one hell of a game if you've got two teams of this caliber who play close to their best. Obviously our aim is to stop England from playing close to their best, and hopefully the result is within our favour this game.
I think it's acknowledged that South Africa have one of the better batting lineups at this tournament. But we saw what happened against the Dutch. The seamers came unstuck in the last part of the innings. How do you come back from that? What do the seamers do to not have that happen again?
Yeah, like you say, I think the first 30 overs, 35 overs, we were very good as a team. We got them to 140 for 7, if I'm not mistaken, and then that's where things kind of, I guess the wheels fell off. I think we were put under pressure in the death period, and I think probably our death, how we've bowled within the death, hasn't been at our best. And I guess that's kind of been masked by how well we've bowled in the power play as well in the middle overs. So I think it's just more the mental side of it in those periods, how we're able to still keep that clarity and calmness in what we're doing in those periods. Also to understand that we're going to get put under pressure in the death again. It's not going to be maybe Netherlands in the playoff games if we get there, but there will be a team that will put us under pressure. So how do we react differently within that period? And then I think from the batting point of view, I think probably our biggest misdemeanor as the batters is that we took that negative energy from the field, that momentum that the Netherlands guys had achieved at the end of their innings. We took that into their batting, and like I said, there were no partnerships that we were able to put together, and that's been a strength of ours as a team. We don't boast the longest batting lineup, so you guys who are at the top, it's important that we set that foundation. That foundation wasn't there, and it became even more of a bigger task for our middle order batters. So I think there's specific areas that we've identified that we want to be better at, and that's what we'll be focusing on coming this next game.
Temba, what do you know about this ground, and how do you expect it to play, and how do you guys adjust to what you expect?
Happy birthday, first of all, Dennis. Yeah, I think, for me, growing up, idolizing a guy like Sachin Tendulkar, Wankedi, was a stadium you always heard about. So to have that opportunity to be playing, that's, I guess, another tick of my list as a cricketer. The guys that have played here, JP Dumini, Quinton, they've spoken about how it can be a batter's paradise. You get value for your shots. Ball seems to travel further. So I think as batters, there can be a lot of confidence in that if it is your day, you can fill your boots. And I guess just the atmosphere of it all, it being a full ground, it can really be something to enjoy. But I think our real assessment will happen on the day. We'll see what's happening there and then try to put our best foot forward.
Temba, both you and England coming off defeats against Minos, if I may call, you permit me to say so. So do you think the non-India matches turnout has been very low? You think you guys can excite the crowds of Mumbai, which are actually cricket fans?
I'd love to think so. I think if I was a cricket fan, I'd want to be watching South Africa versus England. I think it'll be, like I said, a tightly contested game. It'll be an exciting game. Both teams, I guess, will be looking to prove themselves, if I could say. There'll be individuals in both camps who are wanting to put their hand up for the team. So if I was a fan, I'd definitely want to come and watch.
We're just going to take one of the gentlemen next to Talbot, and if you please pass the mic.
Hi Temba. Netherlands adopted a very specific plan of spin against the top order in the last game. So, do you think, and they succeeded as well. So, do you think that's an area of concern, and are you giving any special attention to it, or do you think it's not something to worry about?
Yeah, look, it definitely surprised some of us. That tactic of theirs with the spin, understanding that the wicket supposedly wasn't favorable towards spin. With that being said, we had to adapt. Some of us were able to, some of us weren't able to adapt. We know England have also employed that, sometimes bowling Moeen Ali, the off spinner, at the top. So that's something that we're expecting, whether they go that route. But yeah, it did take some of us by surprise in terms of Netherlands' tactic to keep going longer with the spin in the power play.
Temba, with Ben Stokes likely to play tomorrow, does that make your task of winning the match tomorrow slightly more difficult?
Yeah, I think a fully fit Ben Stokes obviously does strengthen the England team. He is an X-factor player. He is the guy that can change the course of the game. So, he's someone that we've covered in our preparation, and we know we're going to have to be at our top of our game to get him unstuck. So a lot of respect for him, Ben Stokes. We know what he can do, but we'll prepare against him as well as we can.
Temba, it doesn't happen often, that two sports sort of like converge, into like a global product this weekend, but there's a lot of excitement about Super Saturday in South Africa and probably in England a bit. Is that a sort of like a nice extra context to have to what is going to be a crucial battle as well for you guys?
You could probably say so. Look, a lot of us love our rugby, so we'll definitely be supporting the Springboks. I'm sure they'll be supporting us as well. I think do we play first or do they play first? We play first, so I guess responsibilities on us to get things going the right way. And then obviously we'll be supporting the guys after the game. They actually sent us a message today in our meeting, I guess, trying to encourage us with our game. So yeah, I think as a fan for South Africa, even for England, you obviously will be glued on your screens, and I guess again for us as players, we have that responsibility to put faces on our countrymen's, to put smiles on our countrymen's faces, and make sure we go out and entertain and bring back the win.
Temba, Quinton de Kock has had a fantastic start to the World Cup, and given that he has also played at this ground for Mumbai Indians in the IPL, how much hinges on his experience of the venue, given that some of the members in the squad might not be having the knowledge of conditions in the wicket, how it behaves?
Yeah, his experience is immense. Our batting chat today, we basically listened to him. He gave the batting chat as to what the conditions are like, what to expect. For at least a player like myself who's never played here, you feed off that type of information, that type of intel. And I think obviously with him having the good start, like you said, he'll be looking to build on that. And I'm sure if it's his day, if the conditions allow, I'm sure he'll take it with both hands.